glass and not me. This is the new Tupperware Voila Glass. I kept typing viola, but it's not viola, it's voila, as they say in French. So Tupperware did a lot of studies. We've had glass in the past, and they've asked people what they would like. And the glass we had before had a seal that you could use in the fridge and the freezer, but not with any kind of heat. So this is the same quality glass that we've had before, maybe a little thinner, but it's made out of borosilicate. And borosilicate, Google it, it tells you that it is fabulous glass, used in laboratory test tubes, and so it can handle the heat changes from very cold, like a negative 13 degrees Fahrenheit to 572 degrees Fahrenheit. We have 3 sizes. This is a 9-inch square and a 9-inch round and a 9 by 13. Now those are the inside dimensions, and there's a little bit different on the outside dimensions. So you can check that on my website or ask me. Now, they're all about 3 inches deep, and so that gives you a lot of room to work with. And let me talk about what's unique about these. One, on this square one, it is a true square, so the seal can go on. You don't have to worry about it being an off square. It's a true square, so the seal can go on either way. Now, the thing is, these have the Tupperware lid, and they're actually calling it a lid. It has this unique material design around the edges that make it easier to hold, because as you see, there's no handles sticking out that are taking up space, that prime real estate in your cabinet, in my cabinet, your cabinet. And so this helps grab it as you grab the glass. I'm going to show you that in a second, but let me show you how to take off this lid, which is airtight. You want to open the vent first, even though you're not putting it into the microwave or anything else, because this is the vent that you open when you put it in the microwave, so it doesn't splatter, and you have a nice, no messy of your reheating or your cooking, because you can cook in the microwave, but you can also reheat in the microwave. So take that off, and now the seal comes off. The lid comes off so easy. And to put it on, the same thing. Leave that valve open, that vent open, and then close it. And then I can lift it. Literally, I'm lifting it there by just the edges of the lid. Now open it, and then you got to take that off super easy. Underneath, there's a silicone gasket, which can be removed pretty easily, and they can be put back in place. So if for some reason you need to do a thorough cleaning, Tupperware, I love that about Tupperware. They make everything so you can thoroughly clean it, and there's no reason to ever have that sneaky mold growing there. Clean everything. See this? This is your 360 rim that goes all the way around it. So it's a nice rim, so you can grab a hold of it and handle it without that great big protruding handles that get in your way. Then you see there's a fill line right here, fill line number 1 for most cooking, and that fill line number 2. Underneath it has a snowflake, because that's your fill line to use for freezing, to allow for expansion. And you might want to go with that fill line if you're going to have it bubble up a lot, and so it doesn't overfill when it's heating and overfilling and bubbling up, if you have like a liquid or something in there. I've made a pie in my round one, so I haven't cooked a lot of casseroles, although others have, but that is a secondary fill line you might want to consider so nothing leaks out and goes over. You can read, it doesn't have the word Tupperware on it, but it has this big nice T that is like the T that is on our Tupperware, new Tupperware logo with our new company. You see that big, that T with the lid coming off the top? It looks like a seal is being opened, because Tupperware is continuing under new owners, and we're going strong and continuing with innovation. Now this glass can take you from, think of for all of you busy people, or just don't like to, you want to spend time on other things other than food, and you want to save money and know what you're eating. These are something that you can, one, prepare in. You can actually put your ingredients in here and stir it up. whether that's a main course or a dessert. And then you can cook in it, whether it's in the oven and then the broiler without the lid, or in the microwave. And then you can serve in it or take it somewhere to serve, because you have that great lid on it. And then you can put your leftovers in the refrigerator, or may I suggest you get 2 of the size that you're going to use the most, which you could maybe eat 2 sets, so that when you're preparing and you're that busy person, you can put one in the fridge, or one to eat now, and a second one in the freezer for later, because these will go in the freezer. And then when you pull it out of the freezer, let it stand on your countertop. And I think these fancy instructions that they sent, they're really good, say 10 minutes. Yep, I see the 10. This says let it sit for 10 minutes when you take it out. And then, so to lessen the shock of it going from below 0 to that higher temperature, because it will go up to 572 degrees. Isn't that awesome? So Tupperware continues. So, and then when you've eaten out of it, you've stored out of it, eaten all the leftovers, you can then go into the dishwasher. Both parts go right into the dishwasher. Isn't that, Tupperware's got you covered to save money, save time, spend time with your family, eat healthy.